What's up? What's up? What's up? Oh my God, back at it again. It's the Black Podcast Show. I'm so happy to be back here again with you guys. It's been a couple weeks since I've done an episode, so if you're watching live and you're gonna drop a comment, man, I appreciate that so much. Y'all have no idea how much I appreciate the people that come on here and watch my show, whether you watch live or not, as a matter of fact. And you have no idea, listeners, how much I appreciate you guys that listen to my show whenever I upload it to Apple Music, Spotify. I mean, not Apple Music, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Stitcher, all the streaming services. I appreciate y'all so much for listening, downloading the show, and just rocking with me. So if you are listening right now, or excuse me, if you're watching right now, go ahead and like, share, drop a comment, whatever the case may be, and we're going to get it going just like that. Once again, I appreciate you so much. I'm just humbled by even just one or two people watching my show. All right, so we're going to drop into the Black Podcast Show. If you are new here, then what I do every week, I drop some motivation that's going to take you throughout the week, possibly the month, possibly the rest of the year. You know what I'm saying? I give that to y'all. Following the motivation, I get into sometimes a true crime segment. Sometimes I do a Tay Talk episode, which is what I'm doing today. And like I said, my name is Auchante. I am your host. So when I say Tay Talk, of course I'm referring to myself. It's not a TED Talk, it's a Tay Talk. And today I have a very interesting topic. I'm going to be doing pretty much a deep dive, a lyrical analysis of some of our favorite songs that me and my generation 90s babies grew up on. So I know that all of us love some of these songs, but it's just some concern in some of the lyrics. If you actually are a long-time listener or watcher of the Black Podcast Show, you know that I have said plenty of times, I feel that there needs to be a black attorney, a young black attorney that brings a lawsuit to the music industry on behalf of black Americans. And so today, finally, after me talking about it for so long, I'm going to actually get into that, and I'm going to explain to y'all why I feel that way. It's going to be slightly serious, slightly funny, but I want y'all to give y'all opinions too. I want to know what y'all think about what I'm saying. I know that sometimes it's hard to separate nostalgia from what's really occurring, but, it is what it is. What I like to do is just spit facts. This is kind of a conspiracy theory in a way, but at the same time, sometimes you can't ignore what's right in your face. So let's just jump right into it. So for the motivation this week, I just want to say this. I just came back from California. I came back from California on Tuesday, and I have been talking about going to California, LA specifically, Los Angeles specifically, since about 2011 or 12. For some reason, I just have always felt that LA is the spot for me. I feel like that's where my people are. I feel as though I would fit in LA, whatever that means, because it is truly a melting pot. I just feel like that's somewhere, I always have felt like that's somewhere I would love to be. And so I went to LA. Finally, after damn near 10 years of talking about it, I did it. And it was everything I thought it was going to be. And I mean that literally. It was everything I thought it was going to be. Good and bad. And I can genuinely see myself living there. I've always said I can see myself living there. And people will say, how can you see yourself living there? You never even been there. You have no clue. And I knew they were right. I knew I had to visit. But it's true. I can see myself being there. So today the motivation is just going to be don't wait. Stop waiting. That thing you want to do it. Make it happen. Find a way to make it happen. And stop making excuses. Because we all know you can't do both at the same time. Now that's just a fact. I'm not saying nothing crazy or outlandish right now. You cannot make excuses and make it happen. You can't do both simultaneously. So it's no reason it took me 10 years to go visit LA and to see everything that I wanted to see. I mean, I didn't even see everything I wanted to see. It's just not enough time. But it's no reason it took me 10 years to get out there just to visit for a few days. So that thing you've been wanting to do it. Stop waiting. Don't wait. There's no reason to wait. Make it happen. And I mean, it's just that simple. A lot of times we get caught up with life. And I get it. I totally get it. You don't always have the money you want to have. You don't always have the opportunities that you need. You don't always have the resources that you would need to make certain things happen. But ultimately, if it's something you want to do, you have to make it happen. Because the last thing you want to do is wait till you get too old to make it happen and have regrets. Now, 9 times out of 10, all of us are going to have some type of regret in life, but don't let it be something that you could have easily done. I didn't want to get to, 60, 70, 80 years old and never went to LA. As crazy as that may sound, I know it's probably happened to a lot of people. I know that it shouldn't have took me 10 years to go out there. So I just want to tell y'all, that thing you want to do it. For me personally, I want to travel more. Of course, with COVID still being a thing, with so much still being up in the air, I'm just kind of getting my feet wet in the traveling thing. But I'm going to travel more. Going to LA just got me excited to go many other places. That's a place I've been trying to get to. But now I'm like, well, what about, New Mexico? What about Puerto Rico? What about Amsterdam? What about Africa? And it's crazy because I consider myself, just as of a few weeks ago, pretty much afraid to leave the United States. And I don't mean that I just think the United States is the bee's knees, but for me, there's just a fear of the unknown, I suppose, leaving my country. So now that I've been to LA, it's so small, but now I'm ready to do everything else. It's opened a door for me personally to go do a lot more things. So, like I said, y'all, don't wait. That thing you want to make it happen. That thing you want to do it. That goal that you have, that you've been thinking about for the last 10 years, that business you've been thinking about starting, whatever it is, make it happen. Stop making excuses, because eventually people are going to get tired of hearing that. So that's the motivation. Once again, don't wait. And you cannot make excuses and make it happen at the same time. You can do one or the other. I suggest you choose to make it happen. All right, so now, y'all, I'm going to jump right into the Tay Talk. And this is kind of a true crime segment as well. As we all know, if you're watching this as a black person, you probably know R. Kelly was convicted last week on charges of racketeering. I don't know all the charges that he was convicted on, but he's going to be in jail for quite some time. I don't believe he's going to get out at all. And the thing is, it's been such a divisive topic online. It's been dividing so many people, because I keep seeing people saying, oh, are y'all gonna still listen to R. Kelly? And then I see people being like, silly shit. Oh, well, he didn't touch me, so yeah. Or what about them girls? They knew what they was doing, and yada yada yada. And of course, some people saying absolutely not. I'm on the absolutely not side. And I'm gonna say this: I don't pretend to be holier than thou. I feel like I'm talking loud as fuck. Let me say this. I don't pretend to be holier than thou. I truly don't. I have fucked up probably more than an average person. But I say proudly and without shame, happily, I'm not a pedophile. I'm not a pervert. If a kid is around me, they will be safe and protected no matter what. Any kid. So, with that being said, I'm not going to say I'm happy to see R. Kelly go to jail, but I'm happy to see a monster off the streets. I'm happy to see a monster off the streets, dead ass. Like, absolutely, I'm happy to see a monster off the streets. And for me, I can't listen to his music anymore, because some of the women that were girls at the time when it happened, but some of the women that have spoke out have blatantly expressed that R. Kelly wrote certain songs about them when they were underage minors. So for me personally, it's just not that deep. His music don't hit that hard for me to listen to a song that was written about a child. You know what I mean? It's just not that deep for me. So R. Kelly been at this shit for 30 years, man. And a lot of people have also said, oh, now all of a sudden y'all want to send R. Kelly to jail, but this been going on. What about when it happened back then? Why now? And I just have to say, if that's the camp you're on, if that's your defense, it's not a good one. It doesn't matter when someone gets caught for doing something wrong. It doesn't matter when someone gets the discipline for doing something wrong. It matters that they get it. It doesn't matter. It does matter, actually. It should have happened back then. But that's irrelevant. It should have happened back then, but it's happening now. So, R. Kelly fans, I guess, like I said, I'm not comfortable listening to sex songs about minors. And everything that happened with him and Aaliyah is just scary. So, I have some pictures. I believe I have pictures of him and Aaliyah dressed alike. And for me, it's just like, how did this happen? How was this in magazines? And for those that are listening, I have some pictures, and you can easily Google this. R. Kelly and Aaliyah dressed alike. This picture that I'm showing right now is scary. So let's stay paused on this one for just a second. And so for the listeners, R. Kelly and Aaliyah both have on these white tees that say Pepe Le Pew, and a little image of Pepe Le Pew. R. Kelly got these little ass shorts on that damn near look like boxers, and of course Aaliyah has on her typical baggy pants. And to me, it's disturbing because they're like kind of cuddled up on this couch, and I just can't understand why nobody saw a problem with a grown man and a teenage girl that are not family dressing alike. So I did see some people. I wasn't an adult back in the day, so I can't really say what the climate was. But I saw some people online saying that the vibe was that he was like her big brother, I guess in the industry. So he was mentoring her or of sorts. But the first song he wrote for her, the first song that we were introduced to R. Kelly and Aaliyah on is called Age Ain't Nothing But a Number. And so with me being an adult now, with me being 30 years old now, I'm just extremely confused as to how that song not only gained traction, but blew up. The song is clearly about a teenage girl being attracted to an adult man. She says, age ain't nothing but a number. Throwing down ain't nothing but a thing. This girl is 14 years old, 15 years old, talking about age ain't nothing but a number in a song written by a 26-year-old man where he joins her on the cover. I'm sorry. 70s babies, y'all dropped the fucking ball. Early 80s babies, y'all probably would have been teenagers around the time when it came on. So y'all might have been victims of this song. This song put out the wrong message to black youth of that time. Age ain't nothing but a number. Throwing down ain't nothing but a thing. This song is blatantly saying not only is age nothing but a number, so it don't matter how old you are, but sex ain't nothing. Age ain't nothing and sex is nothing. So it don't matter if an older man is having sex with a younger woman, right? It don't matter if an older man is having sex with an underage girl, right? So I say all that to just say it is a crime. It's disturbing that y'all let that shit blow up. It's crazy. It's scary. And these are the same people that say stuff like, oh, them fast tail girls knew what they was doing. A teenager, a kid, their frontal cortex is not fully developed. And I'm not saying that they cannot be held accountable. What I'm saying is that when there's a situation with an interaction between a kid and an adult, I'm holding the adult accountable first. R. Kelly wrote this song. He is the one who organized them being together all the time. He is the one who organized them, wearing clothes, matching. That was his girl. And ultimately, this man married this little girl. This man married this little girl. Not only did he marry her, but he forged paperwork in order to do so. And that's part of the reason he got convicted. I think actually he's still waiting to face those charges from the FBI. This man literally forged federal documents in order to change Aaliyah's birth certificate to show that she was old enough to marry a grown man. And I'm sorry, that's unacceptable. As a matter of fact, I'm not sorry. It's completely unacceptable. So I'm not willing to financially support R. Kelly. This guy, I'm not streaming his music. I'm not. And another argument that I keep seeing online is people saying, "Oh well, what about all the white guys that's doing it?" What the fuck are y'all talking about? What the fuck are y'all talking about? Like, seriously. What about the white man that's rapist? What about him? I hope they asses get convicted too. If not, that don't stop the fact that anybody that's a rapist needs to be stopped. This man was on trial. This man, R. Kelly, was on trial back in the day when I was a kid, when I was like 10 years old, for peeing on a little girl. He got off for popularity purposes. He got off. So we know that this nigga is a pervert. So to me, it's like he continued to do it. It's not even like he stopped. He continued messing with underage girls. So yeah, I'm gonna actually talk about some more of Aaliyah's lyrics. I didn't even really mean to get into R. Kelly all the way. I actually brought this up specifically to talk about Aaliyah, but just rest in peace to Aaliyah before I get into this. All due respect to Aaliyah, as well as her family. I'm not sure if they did everything they could to protect her, but all respect due. Before I get into it, I feel like Aaliyah might have been like not like an industry puppet, but I just feel like Aaliyah was kind of mishandled. There was a very mysterious air about Aaliyah. That's one thing I do remember. Is even as a kid, that was her thing. I remember that was her thing. She had a very mysterious thing about her. She always had her bangs kind of like covering her eye, or she had her sunglasses on. And Aaliyah was, she was kind of like, I think she was supposed to be portraying like an innocent type of vibe, but her lyrics were very adult. They were very, I'm going to actually say her lyrics were very disturbing. So some of her lyrics even are very mysterious, secretive. Some of them are straight up desperate. And I've been listening to a lot of music from the 90s and the 2000s, and I realized a couple things. The first thing is, people always say, why do relationships of today not last? And I think that music has a lot to do with it. Some of the R&B lyrics, straight up just begging. Straight up saying, I will give you everything I have for you to stay with me. And I mean, that's cool, but I just feel like my generation don't necessarily rock like that. Some people do, but it's kind of like you look crazy. And at the same time, like I said, I feel like Aaliyah was not necessarily singled out, but I'm not really sure. I think the industry mishandled her greatly. If you listen to Destiny's Child old songs, they were not as sexual as Aaliyah's old songs. But Destiny's Child got some shit too. Don't trip. I'm gonna get into them too. I'm gonna get into their lyrics too. But Aaliyah lyrics was just kind of, I'm gonna get into it. So let's start with One in a Million. And it starts off not so bad. The first verse is okay. She says, baby, you don't know what you do to me. Between me and you, I feel a chemistry. I won't let no one come and take your place. Because the love you give, it can't be replaced. So no one else love me like you do. That's why I don't mind to spend my life with you. I want to please you in any way I can. I want to share my world. Don't you understand? So it's kind of like, okay, that's fine. I would love for someone to feel that way about me, I suppose, As she just says, your love is one in a million. It goes on and on and on. You give me a really good feeling all day long. That's how you want your significant other to feel about you, right? Perfectly normal. Nothing wrong with it. But the second verse, it starts getting a little bit concerning. She says, turn me inside out. You make my heart speak. I need no one else. You're all I need. I mean, family, friends. You need no one else? That's a little codependent. It's a little clingy. Personality, everything you do, make me love everything about you. Your smile, your style is so fly. I can't deny. I got a crush on you. That's true indeed. I'm digging you. Okay, cool. That's normal. That first part was a little concerning. You need no one else. Turn me inside out. I don't really know what that means, but okay, cool. And then she goes into, I'll give you anything you want from me. Anything you want, anything you need, anything your soul desires. Like, maybe I'm tripping, but that's intense. I need more context behind this relationship. Like, who was this guy? How long have they been together? She was like 21. Like, who is this guy that she's talking about? To where she's ready to give him anything he wants, anything he needs, anything his soul desires. That's a little intense. But okay, y'all might not be convinced yet. Y'all might say, okay, no, that's a cute song. You just don't know. You don't know real love. Okay. Hold on, because I got some more. Aaliyah was intense. I don't know who all was writing these songs for Aaliyah. I know Missy Timberland wrote some of these songs, but man, Aaliyah was very intense. So next I'm going to get into Come Over. And y'all might not even realize it. This song is like kind of scary. Aaliyah was giving me like either stalker or setup vibes on this song. Because she was desperately trying to get over to this man's house. And it's not normal. It's not. I don't care what nobody say. So let me just jump right into it. Aaliyah says, I just touched down 2:45. I know it's late, but I'm calling you. So right off bat, we know that it's 2:15 a.m. and she is calling this man. So I'm going to guess he was probably asleep. But okay, whatever. Trying to figure if I can come see you. I know you're asleep. Okay, he was asleep. But you're on my mind. I'm wide awake and I want to stop by. So can you get up and get out of the bed because I want to see you? A little inconsiderate. I'm going to just say that. Like, my thing is this. You knew you had a flight earlier that day. So you didn't think to call old boy like, look, I'm finna be back in town. I got a late flight. I'm not getting in till 2. But once I get there, I want to come see you. Can we make that happen? More than likely, bro would have been on that. More than likely, bro would have been like, cool, pull up. I will be up at 2 a.m. I will have you cheese and wine in this bitch ready. But she want to wait till she get off the plane, 2:15 in the morning, and call him and say, can I come over? She probably was trying to see, did he have another bitch over there? I ain't even think about that till just now, actually. So anyway, the chorus is just her saying, can I come over? Can I come over? Can I come over? She's saying it just over and over again. It's very disturbing. If I was this guy, I would just feel a little bombarded. So then she says, so tell me what's the deal? You're not that far. I just got my bags and I'm headed to the car. Like, she's aggressive. She just asked him, like, she just told him, hey, I know you just woke up, but can I come over? He ain't even had a chance to say yes, no, nothing. He's still rubbing the sleep out his eyes. She's talking about, so tell me what's the deal. You're not that far. I just got my bags. I'm headed to the car. Say yes or no, because I'm on the road. And then she's talking about, hold on, my battery low. Baby, I want to come see you. Said I really want to come see you. You already on the road. You already like on the way somewhere. Don't worry about a thing. I just want to hold you, embrace you. I want to look at you and tell you how much I love you. I want you. I need you. I miss you. Once again, I don't know the context of the relationship she has with this young man. It seemed like a booty call at the beginning of the song because she's calling him at 2:15 a.m. She didn't bother to let him know she had a late flight. And on top of that, she's talking about don't worry about a thing. Why would she throw that in there? Why would he have been worried? It's more so like he's sleepy. Talking about don't worry about a thing. I'm just wanting to hold you, embrace you. No, you're giving me setup vibes. And then the rest of the song is literally like 2-3 minutes of her just saying, can I come over? Can I stop by? Can I come see you tonight? And she's like passionately serenading this man, begging him to come to his house. The desperation is at an all-time high. And once again, Aaliyah didn't write this song, so it's not her that I'm coming after. I'm just saying that this was a thing in the 90s and early 2000s. These new millennium women, It's not going out like that. But maybe Aaliyah just wanted something that night, and she was willing to be aggressive to get what she wanted. Okay, whatever. Y'all still not convinced. I got you. Because this one you can't deny. This song is, to me, one of her biggest songs. Just from the impact that it had when it came out. I know it's not actually one of her biggest songs as far as numbers, but this was a huge song for Aaliyah, and it was in a movie. It was in Dr. Dolittle. So y'all already know I'm talking about Are You That Somebody? Now, once again, this song is also giving me setup vibes. She's trying to set this young man up for what? I don't know. But it's giving me setup or potentially stalker vibes. Hold on. So I got a comment on the screen for those that are listening that says, also, the industry played her so bad. It was too many grown men preying on her. Excuse me. That's 100% true. And I agree with that. I agree with that so much. And that's kind of the point I was trying to make. But I'm just going to continue with the lyrical analysis, because this song was very disturbing. I don't know if this was Timberland or Missy that wrote this, but let's just jump right into it real quick. So Timberland jumps on the beat, and he's just saying, you know, dirty South, can y'all really feel me? East Coast feel me? West Coast feel me? And for some reason, if you're listening to this and you was born after 2000, you might not understand. But when Timberland got on the track and said that, we lost our fucking minds. That was the best part. That was the best thing that he ever could have said. For some reason, when he got on the track and said, dirty South, can y'all really feel me? Like, it was like we just went crazy. So anyways, but I'm going to jump into Aaliyah's part. And she don't even hold back on this song. She released the crazy right off bat. She says, oh boy, I've been watching you like a hawk in the sky that fly, and you were my prey. What? First of all, I mean, I don't know about y'all. And let me calm down, because I'm getting excited, and I'm probably talking too loud. But I don't want no fucking body watching me like a hawk in the sky. Like I'm their prey. Have y'all ever seen a hawk attack its prey? I have. Because I think I might have slight ADHD. When I read that part, I had to go to YouTube and search hawk and its prey. Them motherfuckers, they grab like little animals, but they will fuck you up. Like they will latch on to you. They will watch you, you know, kind of fly around, watch their prey. Then when they zoom in on you, they use their talons to attach. And it's a very disturbing thing to watch. So for Aaliyah to say that she's watching this young man, I presume, like a hawk in the sky, like he was her prey, that's not flattering. I wouldn't feel romantic by that. I wouldn't feel like, you know, oh, this girl might be a nice young girl for me to date. I would be scared. So anyway, she says, you know, I promise that if we keep bumping heads, I know that one of these days we gonna hook up, probably while we talk on the phone. Okay, cool. That's young people shit. I get it. But then she says, but see, I don't know if that's good. I've been holding back this secret from you. I probably shouldn't tell it, but if I let you know, you can't tell nobody. I'm talking about nobody. Are you responsible? Boy, I gotta watch my back, because I'm not just anybody. What the fuck is this 18-year-old girl talking about? Aaliyah had to be like 18, maybe 19 at the time of this. She's talking about, we gonna hook up one day, bro. Like, she talking about, we gonna hook up one day while we talk on the phone, but I don't know if that's good. So he probably like, okay, you know, what's up? And she talking about, I've been holding back this secret from you. What's the secret? And then she like, you can't tell nobody. I'm talking about nobody. Are you responsible? With what? Okay, cool. She says, sometimes I'm goody. Right now I'm naughty. Say yes or say no. To what? To finding out this secret? Because I really need somebody. Tell me you're that somebody. I just feel like she's being extremely vague. if I were this young gentleman, I would not be sure if I wanted to know or not. Because it's like, it seemed like it's a heavy, heavy secret. Like, she kind of throwing in like she want to hook up with the guy. It sounds like sex. But then she also is like, but I got this deep, dark secret. What the fuck is this? Before we do anything, yes, please tell me this secret. But then it's like, am I tied to you forever because you keep asking, am I responsible? And then she goes, oh boy, won't you pick me up at the park right now, up the block, while everyone sleep. Why would I need to wait until everybody sleep to pick you up at the park? And then she says, I'll be waiting there with my trench, my lokes, my hat, just so I'm low key. What are you fucking talking about? You're in a disguise. My trench, a trench coat, her lokes, dark sunglasses. Oh, my bad. I probably just gave a little interference. My trench coat, my dark sunglasses, and my hat, just so I'm low key. It's already nighttime. Aaliyah, what on earth is going on here? Like, why y'all can't go on a date? Why do we gotta go from talking on the phone to meeting at 1 o'clock in the morning in the park while you have on a fucking disguise? And then she says, if you tell the world, don't speak. You know that would be weak. Oh boy. See, I'm trusting you with my heart, my soul. I probably shouldn't tell it though. I don't even want to know. If I'm this young man, I don't even fucking want to know no more. Keep your fucking secrets and your disguises and your sunglasses and your swoop over your eye. Keep it. Keep it all. Keep it all. The last one I'm going to do, that song was wild. Are You That Somebody is fucking wild. That's all I'm going to say is that is a wild song. She just throughout the rest of the song, she just keeps asking the guy, is he responsible? Can she tell him, is it my go? Is it your go? You can't tell nobody. I got to watch my back. I don't got time for all that, me personally. The last one I'm going to do is I Care For You. So one of the comments says she was cheating. No, that don't make sense because they haven't even hooked up yet on Are You That Somebody. So anyway, let's do I Care For You. That's the last one before I jump into the rest of the hip hop and R&B. She says, hey, my baby, why you looking so down? Seems like you need loving. Baby, you need a girl like me around. Wait a minute. Okay, let's slow down. This is the first words that she comes on the song and says, hey, my baby, why you looking so down? Seem like you need loving. Baby, you need a girl like me around. She knows nothing about this man. Nothing. She don't even know why he looks sad. He might not even look sad. He might just have a lot on his mind. She's talking about seem like you need love and sex. Hey, my baby, tell me why you cry. Here, take my hand, yeah. Wipe those tears from your eyes. Once again, Aaliyah, what is the context behind all this? Where did you just see this random ass nigga sitting down somewhere bawling his eyes out to the point where you had to take your hand and wipe his face from the tears? And let me just say that you know for a fact this shit is pre-COVID. Because I'd be damned if we touching each other bodily fluids just barehanded. And we don't even know niggas like that. So then once again she gets into, can I talk to you? Can I comfort you? Let you know that I care for you. I don't know the context. Who is this guy that you say you care for and you don't even know why he's upset? Why he's fucking crying? So then she says, hey, sexy baby. Why'd your girl leave you in pain? To let a fine man like you go? She must be insane. She don't even know why they broke up. She don't even know if he's sad because of a breakup. And if you hear the song, I know all of y'all listening are familiar with this song. On that part where she goes, to let a fine man like you go, she must be insane. Like Aaliyah did the most on that little note right there. So she was very serious in letting this unknown random ass gentleman know that she cared about him. And she said, there's no need to worry. Oh boy, if you call on me, I'll come in a hurry. Once again, You don't even know this man enough for him to call you in the time of trouble. You don't even know why him and his girl broke up. If him and his girl broke up, if he even had a girl, like, everybody be saying like these songs are just, the pinnacle of black love, but they're concerning. Because where did she meet this man that was just on the fucking corner somewhere crying, and she just walks up to him and wipes his tears and tell him that she cared for him? He could be a gaslighter. He could be an abuser. Maybe him and his girl broke up because he beat her ass and she got tired of it. And Aaliyah, you just ready to come to his rescue. So, anyway, besides that, Aaliyah just had some. To me, she had a concerning time in the industry. I don't feel she was protected. I feel that she was preyed upon. A lot of the pictures I see her in, not even just the ones that I showed, but a lot of the pictures that I see her in are intimate, and I think it could just be once again, a new millennium thing. I don't think that we get as intimate as people did maybe in the late 90s or the 90s and early 2000s and stuff like that. I think that you see all these old pictures with people that seem to barely know each other, and they're extremely intimate. Their arms are like wrapped around each other. It's kind of weird, but maybe I'm just kind of in a way, I'm an introvert because I grew up for a long time until I was a teenager as an only child. So maybe I just don't develop those fast type of relationships with people where we cuddled up and we barely know each other. So anyway, let's just get into this next segment. As I said, when I was younger, whenever lyrics was brought up, a big excuse was always, "Oh, I just like the beat. Oh, the beat drew me in. I don't even know what the lyrics are about." And honestly, even as a kid, I didn't start listening to rap until I was like maybe 9, 10, 11, 12. Like, I had heard a few rap songs, but I lived with my great-grandmother. So hearing rap was kind of few and far in between for me. But I remember even back in the day when I heard people say, "Oh, I just like the beat," it was a cop-out, because I've always known that rap lyrics for the most part were outrageous, and no pun intended, ludicrous under many circumstances. So, but I will say the truth is the beat does definitely draw you in. It does make you want to listen. And I do believe that if a lot of these lyrics had been positive lyrics on the same beat, spit in the same way, who's to say where we would be right now as a people? But the truth is, a lot of the music that is marketed towards black Americans, to me, is very, for lack of a better word, because I feel like this word is overused, it's very toxic. And I feel that it's not only toxic, it's degrading and it's dangerous. When I was growing up, like I said, I started listening to rap music heavily around 9, 10 years old. And when I discovered BET, when I came home from school, BET was playing videos. And matter of fact, as I got older, when I was out of school, BET was playing videos all day. Videos. Saturday videos. It's actually crazy now, how videos are almost not important, because they were on a constant loop when we were coming up. And I say this as kids born in the late 80s, early 90s. They were constantly playing videos. Black entertainment television was constantly playing rap and R&B videos, mostly rap. And when I look back on it, I definitely feel that it was some form of brainwash. Because black entertainment is not restricted to, for one, music, for two, that specific type of music, for three, music videos, for there to be an entire channel called Black Entertainment. It was completely devoted at that time to music. So when I think back on that, it's very concerning, because when you consider the fact that television is programming, I realized that we were being programmed. Whether you accept that or not, it is the case. And Of course, some people are more mentally strong than others, but a lot of the young people that I find myself having grown up with, I think we were directly influenced by rap music. We were directly influenced by the desire to want to be flashy. And if not to be flashy, the desire to want more. A lot of black Americans do live either lower middle class or what's actually considered poverty or poor, whatever you want to call it. So when you're showing these rappers in these videos and they are wearing designer clothes, promoting designer clothes, they are popping champagne, promoting liquor, and they look like they having a time of their lives, and they keep telling you they don't have jobs. What are you trying to promote? Because there's not white songs like that. There's just not. And the reason is because they would never encourage that type of lifestyle amongst the white community. And I know what you're going to say. Because when Easy and E and them came out, the truth of the matter is maybe they were talking about what they actually lived. Maybe, all these rappers that talk about selling drugs and all this stuff are just talking about what they experienced. But at the same time, there's more to it than that. Not only if that's what you experience, cool, but why is it being promoted in a way that's encouraging it? So let me explain to y'all what I'm talking about. I don't even actually know where to first get started because I got a few songs that I want to talk about. And I'm not just going in on the rappers. Like I said, I'm talking about R&B songs too. So right off the bat, matter of fact, let me get into Jumpin' Jumpin' by Destiny's Child. And this is kind of a light one. But let's just be honest. The song encourages infidelity and opposition in a relationship. And I say it kind of in a joking way, but seriously. It starts off saying, ladies, leave your man at home. The club is full of ballers and they pockets full of grown. Pause. Ladies, leave your man at home. The club is full of ballers and they pockets full of grown. Why would she need to leave her man at home just because the club is full of ballers and they pockets full of grown? So you saying she should leave her man at home and what, go to the club and get a new man? Or is the song just suggesting she go to the club, have a good time, and let these full-grown pocket ballers buy her drinks? I'm not sure. I'm really not sure because it also says, and all your fellas, leave your girl with her friends because it's 11:30 and the club is jumping. Letting the fellas know, leave your girl at home because it's women here. Why bring sand to the beach? And it's kind of like, I don't know. I'm not gonna go in too much on this song, even though I do think that it encourages, opposition within specifically black relationships because Destiny's Child was targeted towards black women. But, okay, it is what it is. Y'all don't see that one, fine. I got you. This is one that I was listening to the other day, and I was kind of tripping. But this song was huge, like in 2003. Matter of fact, maybe like 2001, 2002. This song is called Still Fly. And this is by the Big Timers. So, Birdman and Manny Fresh. And the song comes on and says, Gator boots with the pimped out Gucci suits. Ain't got no job, but I stay sharp. Can't pay my rent, cause all my money spent. But that's okay, cause I'm still fly. Got a quarter tank of gas in my new E-Class, but that's alright, cause I'm gonna ride. Got everything in my mama name, but I'm hood rich. Nah. The problem is, it sounds like just a song. And even when I was a kid, I thought it was kind of a funny song. But when you're singing a song, when you're repeating one part of a song over and over again, when you're repeating a chorus over and over again, it's a chant. I don't care what nobody tell you. When you repeat something over and over again, it is a chant. So when you steady saying, ain't got no job, but I stay sharp. How the fuck are you staying sharp if you ain't got no job? He doesn't mention being an entrepreneur. He doesn't mention being a business owner. And then he says, I can't pay my rent because all my money spent. This is the thing, y'all. Like, we all say it's all music. It's just music. If you allow music to influence you, you stupid, whatever the case is. But a person that doesn't have any other influence, and I mean, TV raised a lot of kids. Whether right or wrong, that's what happened. So if you sitting at home and you a black kid and you know to go to BET for the black stuff that you think you might want to watch, this is what's being shown to you. And before you have any other thought in your mind about how to pay my rent, what job should I get, this is what's being pumped into your brain. I ain't got no job, but I stay sharp. How? I can't pay my rent because all my money spent. That's okay because I'm still fly. I still look good. I still got on designer clothes. That's what they telling us. That this is how black people live. And then he says, got everything in my mama name because I'm hood rich. Like I said, it seems funny and we hope to think that people don't live like this. But if you listen to the song, and I swear, like, you listen to the chorus, it sounds like a chant for real. Like the na 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 na. Y'all have to realize how powerful music is. And I probably say this all the time, but the beat draws us in intentionally. The beat draws us in so we don't pay attention to the lyrics. Or because it sounds good. But then I can only imagine how many people have found themselves in these type of situations and they probably don't even know how or why. And it is somebody's reality, but the song is promoted as if this is a lifestyle that you should be living. That's the problem. It's one thing if, you know, I don't know. I don't know the best ways to explain it or the best way to word it, but it's being promoted. It's saying, yes, do this. So, okay, y'all still ain't with me. Y'all still ain't with me. Still fly, wasn't it? I'm gonna say this. At the same time, a lot of these lyrics are just specifically meant to cause chaos, to cause ignorance. You know what I'm saying? To cause you to want all this flashy shit. And I mean, you know, obviously it works, but this song is so descriptive. On Number One Stunner, that's the song I'm gonna talk about next. On Number One Stunner, it's so descriptive, but some of the words he said, like, it went over our head. Because, let me see. So the first verse, baby, is just saying, you know me, I don't need no introduction and shit. I ride Bentleys around the city on buttons. Arm hanging, wrist blanging, just stunning and shit. Drop the top like it's hot, stay bumping, you bitch. And the thing is, you can see all this in your mind. That's the most powerful part about the song. You can see him specifically when he's saying this shit. You know me, I don't need no introduction. I ride Bentleys around the city. Arm hanging, wrist blanging. You see in your mind an arm hanging out the car with a blinged out diamond wristwatch. Okay, cool. That's motivation. We all want more out of life. That's cool. He the number one stunner. But then it gets kind of weird on the second verse when he says, me and my son Weezy got a house by the water. I be fucking bad bitches. He be fucking their daughters. I like my dick sucked fast. I like to play with the pussy. I like to fuck him in the ass while he beat up the pussy. I don't know. That's just weird to me. Like, why would a father and son want to have sex together? And I'm going to say this. I don't say this to imply that Birdman is gay. I know ever since the picture came out with him and Wayne kissing, it's been like an implication that Birdman is gay or something. I don't know that Birdman is gay. I know that he is a big boss. I know that he says that they run their shit like the mob, like the mafia or whatever the case is. That's fine. But to me, it's weird for him and his son. It was just a weird line. And I feel like it kind of just got overlooked. But okay, whatever. And then the rest of the song is just basically Baby talking about how many cars he got. He said it's plain and simple. I ain't met a nigga yet can fuck with these Cash Money hot boys on these cars. That new Monte Carlo, we got that bitch on dubs. The Lexus, the new one that came out in 2001, I got that bitch on dubs. The new Yukon, I got that bitch on dubs. And the Mercedes wagon, it's kitted out, I got that bitch on dubs. So the gist of the song is Birdman has a lot of money. He has a lot of cars with rims and diamonds and all this type of stuff. It's cool. But I just feel like it's brainwashing us once again to think that selling drugs is okay. To think that this material stuff is all that we need. And then it's not up to a rapper to raise us. But you have to realize that the reason why Cash Money is so important, and the reason I'm bringing them up, and the reason I'm going to do a lot of their music is because they got the most crazy record deal that any rappers have ever gotten. It's talked about so frequently. If you watch any interview with Birdman, he'll talk about how he got the very best record deal ever. It's a reason why. It's a reason why Universal Records gave this man $100 million. And it's not because he is an asset to the black community. It's not because he's a positive, motivating figure within the black community. It's because how many young people listen to his music and listen to Wayne music, and now we want to figure out how to get all this stuff without having a job. Because Birdman ain't got no job. He said it. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. Music is very powerful. I don't care what none of y'all say. Music is so powerful. And if you wasn't impacted by it, that's what's up. But a lot of people were. I'm going to jump into real quick. I Don't Give a Fuck by Lil Jon. And this is just general ignorance to me. I don't listen. I don't know exactly what heavy metal is about, but I don't feel that lyrically there's no music on earth that is as negative and as ignorant and violence provoking as rap music. And y'all gotta understand, when I'm saying all this stuff, when I'm talking about these songs, I'm not saying all this from a position of, oh, I never liked these songs. This is my shit. These are all my songs. I know the words to all these songs. When I'm looking up the lyrics, I'm just looking them up. But I know all these songs. I have an affinity towards all these songs. But the truth is the truth. These songs they come out with and brainwash our generation with, they made a difference. They made a huge impact. You listen to these songs and then you go to the club and want to do something. You leave the house and want to do something. Whether it's fighting or fucking. Or whether it's selling drugs or whatever. I have definitely met people who took on the personality of their favorite artist. And I'm not going to say that maybe they wouldn't have sold drugs anyways. But shit. I just feel like a lot of people listen to these rap songs and kind of base their life off of it. So on I Don't Give a Fuck, he says, you riding up to the club, nigga, I don't give a fuck. Shaking your ass in the club, bitch, I don't give a fuck. Drinking Chris in the VIP, I don't give a fuck. Talking shit about me, I don't give a fuck. You got a pocket full of money, nigga, I don't give a fuck. You tricking off with them hoes, bitch, I don't give a fuck. In the club with the pussy click, I don't give a fuck. Security on my dick, I don't give a fuck. So the overall concept of the song is that Lil Jon doesn't give a fuck about just about anything. And right off the bat, he says, drop them bows on the motherfucking pussy ass niggas. Drop them bows on them motherfucking pussy ass niggas. We rolling deep in this bitch, so fuck y'all niggas. If security step up, we'll crush them niggas. So it's general ignorance. I wasn't in the club in 2002, but I'm sure when this shit came on, niggas start throwing up their hoods, start fighting. You know, it's just promoting violence and ignorance. And I think that it promotes aggression in the black community. A song like this, it's just entertainment, right? I don't know what I'm talking about. It's just entertainment. A song like Hood Nigga, where the song right off the bat tell you who the song is for. This song is meant to tell you what a hood nigga is, what a hood nigga supposed to be, do, and look like. It's a description song. Sipping on some scissor. But it's another song about general ignorance. And I'm going to say this, though. When I heard this song, I literally didn't know what scissor was. I didn't know what the fuck lean was. I was like 9, 10 years old when I heard this song for the first time. I genuinely thought they were talking about syrup. I knew that it wasn't like just straight up maple syrup, but I thought that somehow they used syrup, pancake syrup, as a drug. And even this song, the way it come on, like, come on now. You old pussy ass, cake ass, punk ass, trick ass, sucker ass, fuck ass, dick in the booty ass, KY jelly packing ass niggas. Get your bitch ass off the street, nigga. Like, what the, why? Why so aggressive? Why so, like, negative? I just say all that to say it's a lot of songs I could get into, but we got to understand it's a reason why all these songs come out. It's a reason why these songs are promoted to us. The fact of the matter is, it's no other ethnicity that has this type of music, these type of commands promoted to them. Sipping on some scissor. You know what I'm saying? Like, hood nigga, shawty, by Plies even. Even our romance songs is really not romance. Even the songs that's supposed to be to women are straight up like, oh bitch, I really just want to fuck. Shawty, he says, even though I'm not your man, you're not my girl, I'm gonna call you my shawty. What if she's not your girl, you're not her man, y'all don't have no dealings. Cause I can't stand to see you bad. I'll beat his ass for my shawty. Why y'all call it, like, what's the fucking confusion? So she got a man and you ready to beat his ass because he ain't treating her right, but you don't want to be her man. You just want to fuck. I just say all that to say, yeah, we all grown. It is what it is, but ultimately these songs definitely generate confusion regarding relationships, especially the young people. Some young people don't have nobody to talk to them about relationships, and so they look to music to learn things. So I'm just saying, think about the fact that no other race has this type of music promoted to them. No other race has a specific channel for entertainment, and they only show certain types of images for hours each and every day for years. I just generally feel like a lot of us were brainwashed. So it is what it is. If you feel the same way, drop a comment. If you don't feel the same way, drop a comment. If you think I'm tripping, I sound dumb, drop a comment. Tell me what you think. I want to hear your perspective. If you're just listening, go ahead and share this and tell other people to listen, get other people's perspectives. I just think it's an interesting conversation. Obviously, I'm not any type of attorney, so I won't be bringing forth any type of lawsuit, but I believe it would be something interesting to explore for an attorney. And I'm actually out of time, but the engineer Llama of Irie Studio says he will give me time to do a real quick I'm Out of Asshole. I got like 2 I'm going to do real quick, so let's jump right into it, Llama. Am I the asshole for telling my boyfriend he can't go see his daughter? I know the title sounds bad, but honestly, I don't know how to word it. I am a 25-year-old female, currently about 13 weeks pregnant. This will be my first child, but my boyfriend's second. So my boyfriend's daughter lives about 60 to 70 miles away with her mother and stepdad. I've never met her despite wanting to. Since my boyfriend doesn't drive, it takes him about 3 to 6 hours to travel there, depending on the buses and traffic. Now, the issue is my family has a history of preterm labor, and it is honestly terrifying to me. So last week, I told my boyfriend that a month before I'm meant to give birth, I don't want him traveling down there in case something happens. He said I was being unfair to make him choose. Before anyone asks, I have no problem with him seeing his daughter at all. I just don't want him so far away, that close to me giving birth, and would rather they make the trip to see us instead, which is easier for them since they have a car. Another thing I think I need to add is that if my partner is not my birthing partner, he will not be able to meet the baby until after we've been discharged due to COVID regulations. So by birthing partner, I think she means that her partner has to be with her walking into the hospital. So there are a couple edits, but I'm not even going to read those. As a matter of fact, I'm going to just say this. And I'm going to call you Mackenzie because you sound like a real fucking piece of work. Mackenzie, you are absolutely the asshole. Actually, I get where you're coming from. I just think that I guess so. Okay, I'm gonna say this. I've actually already read the comments and things on this story, and what I found out is that her boyfriend has been having this arrangement for the last 8 years, where he travels every other week, so twice a month, to go see his kid for like a day or so, and then he comes back, and he doesn't drive, so he has to ride the bus there, and if he misses the bus because it only comes like 3 times a day, then he has to wait until the next day. And to me, that's just that's like he's doing the literal bare minimum. So I don't think you're the asshole, but I think that you're in for a rude awakening. So Mackenzie, what can I say? Are you the asshole or not for telling him that a month before you don't want him to go? Technically, no, because I feel where you're coming from. I just feel like your boyfriend could be doing more for his other daughter. So no, you're not the asshole. You're not the asshole. Like I said, I read some of the comments she was making, and I still feel like she is the asshole because of what she was saying. But for the actual question she asked, you're not the asshole, Mackenzie. And you know what? Good luck on your birth and everything like that. I hope everything works out for you. Let's do another one real quick. What we got? What we got? Damn, I don't know what the top part says, but I'm gonna do. So my wife's friend has a, oh, am I the asshole for not going to a wedding with my wife, for choosing a football game over a wedding? So my wife's friend has a wedding coming up this Sunday. It's a few hours away from where we live. The bride is a close friend of my wife's from college, but I've only met her a handful of times, and to be honest, she kind of sucks. When we RSVP'd a year ago, I wasn't exactly thrilled to be traveling 3 hours and spending hundreds of dollars for someone that I don't even really like. The other thing is that when I RSVP'd a year ago, the NFL schedule wasn't out. I know it sounds silly, but for anyone who follows football, this is special, because Tom Brady is returning to play the New England Patriots. So he gets into a whole bunch of bullshit about Tom Brady and football. We don't care about that. I won't further get into the drama, but suffice to say the game is monumental and is going to be literally historical. A once in a lifetime game for any football fan, especially a diehard Patriots fan like myself. I can't miss it, blah blah blah. To be honest, I totally forgot about the wedding day until a few weeks ago. And when I realized the date, I was devastated. But I didn't know how to approach my wife. I knew it would look bad, so last week I reached out to her gay best friend, Tito, and asked if he had any plans for this Sunday. He didn't, and was actually thrilled at the idea of accompanying my wife as a plus one because he loves dancing. So I floated this to her, and she flipped her shit. She told me it was rude and disrespectful, and also downplayed the importance of the game, just like I knew she would. I told her Tito was happy to attend, but she just gawked at me, and then she started crying. I know I look like the asshole here, but am I? I'm not friends with the bride. My wife is. And watching Brady growing up has affected my life more than the bride ever has or ever will. I also get that bailing on a wedding costs the bride and groom money. So to prevent that, I went out of my way to find a replacement. I told my wife she could tell the bride I was sick and nobody's going to question that these days. But she is still livid. So, am I the asshole victim to a belief system that simply views football as a stupid game and nothing more? Like I said, this game is literally once in a lifetime. Something I tell my kids about. Edit, I'm not going to the game. I'm watching on TV. And for those suggesting I tape it, I could, but that's not practical in the social media age. Obviously, I care about my wife, not not the bride. Yeah, I'm gonna say this. You are the asshole. You are gonna most definitely be the asshole, dude. Like, you bogus as fuck because because you told her you would go. So I just don't understand how you forgot. I can understand where you was coming from with the replacement. I think you genuinely thought that was the right thing to do, but the better thing to do would have been to approach her and tell her how you felt. and ask her would she mind seeing if Tito wanted to go. Because now you done got Tito involved, and he is excited to go and dance. You mentioned that he liked dancing. It's hilarious that you think it's just going to be an opportunity for a gay man to be fucking dancing all night long. Maybe so. But, yeah, you're going to be the asshole. Ultimately, you and your wife are a team. Y'all are married. This is not your girlfriend. This is not, you can maybe get away with that with a girlfriend, but this your wife, and she expects you to go. Everybody's going to be expecting you to be there. All couples are going to be there. I mean, maybe her and Tito will have a good time, but obviously she wants to go with you, so you are going to be the asshole. And we're going to go ahead and just wrap it up right there. Y'all who all have been watching with me live, I appreciate you so much. Once again, y'all have no idea just the love that fills my heart every time I get on here and go live, and people actually watch, and people actually comment, people actually interact with me. So I love y'all, seriously. Y'all have no idea what y'all mean to me. And for those that are listening, man, I feel the same exact way. You have no idea how good it feels to get emails that my episode has been downloaded X amount of times each week. So I appreciate y'all. Please keep going up with the Black Podcast Show. Like I said, I'm going to go ahead and wrap it up, and I will see y'all next Sunday.